video cut off by itself. I got this push blade, and then I got this old mower. The dog's got on the seat. It probably needs another seat, but I do know the motor runs. I just need a starter. Wire that back up. Maybe some tubes in the tires, but they do pump up. But I think a couple of them go dead pretty fast. This attachment's pretty nice. These are like 500 bucks. And they make like a left hand and a right hand plow attachment you can stick in the back here. It just hooks up off a trailer. You put a weight on it and drag it, and that should pull it. But to get the belts right, it don't have a deck. It just be for like tractor work. And then here on the car, we're just going to say scrap this car. He had made a comment about scrapping it or whatever, so I'm upset with that guy. But I made what I had to do work for what the situation I was in. And the truck wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. I got a lot of money in this truck. It's got a motor. I went through all this, but to get a body control module, to change out the chip, or find a used replacement, and it seems like the new ones, they're just having problems. And if it keeps tearing the body control module up, I don't know, it's out of my league, okay? And it seems like, you know, whatever the situation is, we're going to take this motor here, wiring harness, brakes, and swap it all over into this truck. And I'm talking to a guy about getting me a motor plate that'll bolt up this 4L60. I think it's a 4L60E. You can shift it with toggle switches if you know how. But for the transmission, but I would rather, worst case scenario, buy a transmission controller to shift it. Not a big deal. Motor plate, they was talking like maybe 200 bucks. There's all the parts. You know, wiring harness and all. That gets away from the drive-by throttle, whatever. You know, to put a LS in it, to make it right as rain. I mean, even a junkyard motor, it will bolt right up to whatever we got going on there. But it's like 3,000 bucks for the wiring harness. You know, to do the brakes, to get a drive line made. I don't like headers. Rather have manifold. I'm not talking about sporty. I'm talking about simplicity. You know, simple, turnkey, start off the key. If I've got a cake and cut the, take a torch and burn out the hole in the firing wall to switch the steering column over, that's what I'm doing. And just make it, graft it over into this. And we're just going to call it simple. I've done it before to other stuff. You know, you find something really nice. This is rotted too. You know, I looked up the sheet metal on the way I do things, and you know, you're like $4 grand, not including paint. Nice little car, 150,000 miles. You know, whatever the situation is, you want to argue over things, I'm not going to do it. It's my car. I'll just take the parts off of that and put it on this truck.